Okay, who has tried? And who has learned a language with a teach yourself book? One person. Really? Is it true?
If I can speak English, so it's true.
This is a great result, but a different story happened to me. Several years ago, when I felt a desire to learn Italian, I bought this Teach Yourself book in Italian, and I started to work. So I learned words, I read text, I studied grammar and reading rules. I had a lot of enthusiasm, but there appeared more and more information. There appeared some grammar constructions which I couldn't understand. And finally, I felt that I needed somebody who would guide me through the process of learning Italian. Not necessarily a brilliant teacher, but at least one person who knows Italian and can explain me the patterns of this language, can practice these patterns with me, who will support me and control that I do everything in the right way. And I found such a teacher. Her name was Natalia Dmitrievna, and now io parlo italiano libero. I speak fluent Italian. The same is the situation with Toastmasters, which, according to the definition, provides a mutually supportive and positive learning environment that enables each member to develop their communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters personal growth and self-confidence. When I first came to this club, it was 5 years ago, I was just looking for a place to practice my English. And I definitely came to the right place to do it in an interesting way. But sometime after that, I also realized that this was not just an English-speaking club. It was an English public-speaking club, which means we don't only practice English here, we also learn how to express our thoughts in a smooth, elegant, and confident way. And now, I have another question. Will you please raise your hand who comes here to practice not only English speaking skills, but also public speaking skills? Great. And how do you think? Why are the ranks that we get at Toastmasters called competent communicator, advanced communicator? Who is a communicator? Is it a mobile phone? Or maybe another device, a radio, which communicates? No, a communicator is a person who communicates with the surrounding people. And this communication can be of very different way. Please raise your hands who lives in a forest and doesn't communicate with any human being. Is there any people like this here? Because all of our life is communication, and whatever your goal is, to entertain people as a showman, to inform them as a lecturer, to persuade them as a businessman or a politician, to motivate and inspire them as Koля Latansky. Whatever your goal is, you want to make your interaction with the audience successful. And this is exactly what Toastmasters teaches you to do. My personal belief is that if you do something, you should do it well. Which means, if we practice public speaking here, we should deliver wonderful speeches. Maybe not from the first time, maybe and certainly not from the first meeting, but later, definitely. My first speeches at Toastcrakers, when I first came to this club, were by far not excellent. Actually, they were as far not excellent as the distance from the Earth to the Sun. But at my first inner speech contest, I took the third place. And next year, I prepared terribly and didn't take any place. But in 2007, I was the second. And the last 2 years, I was named the best speaker of the Toastcrakers Club. At the last All Ukrainian Speech Contest, people told me that they had tingles down their spine when I was delivering my speech, as well as they said that they really thought I was dying when I was talking about a person ill with cancer. I believe this is a very good recognition. The same is with Zoya, who delivers wonderful and touching speeches which make people cry, and who twice won their prize-winning places at the All Ukrainian Speech Contest. Some of you may think, oh, I will never become such a good speaker as they are. Nonsense! You will, if you set such a goal. Moreover, we want you to become an excellent speaker, and we are ready to share our experience with you at any meeting and beyond meetings. Elena Solokhina, maybe a month or so ago, when she assigned to be a speaker at the next meeting, came up to me and asked, could you please be my evaluator? Of course I agreed, and it was very pleasant that my opinion was important for people and was appreciated by these people. Actually, the system which Toastmasters International suggests for each club is the system of mentoring. Maybe some of you think that a mentor is such a strict teacher who scolds people, who is arrogant, who practices fault finding. Not at all. Not at Toastmasters. Because at Toastmasters all members are equal and have equal rights, whatever ranks and positions we have at the club. But on the other hand, people who are new to the club will have a possibility to consult more experienced members and will not be left one-on-one with their manual. And the system of mentoring will just strengthen the mutually supportive and positive atmosphere which we already have at our club, and will foster the exchange of experience between our members. So, based on the recommendations of Toastmasters International, I suggest the following. Several mentors are elected from our club members, from the most skillful members, for 1 year period by the officers' meetings. Their functions are, actually there are 4 functions. First function is to help speakers prepare for speeches. Second function is to provide feedback after speeches, either serving as evaluators and just at the break. And the third function is to help people who took prize-winning places to prepare for the All Ukrainian Speech Contest, provide detailed help, organize auditions and individual work, like we did last month when Zoya, Galia and Sergei Gribenyuk dedicated a lot of their time and efforts to prepare me and Oksana, which we are really grateful for. And besides, each new member at the club should be assigned a personal mentor who will guide him or her through his or her first 3 projects. On the other hand, speakers should also do their best to ensure that their speeches are excellent. First of all, they should carefully read the manual and ensure that they fulfill all the criteria. Secondly, they prepare their speeches in advance, not at the last moment like I did today. Thirdly, they should use mirror and, if possible, video equipment to practice their speech. And also, they should listen to their feedback carefully and aim at improving their skills by their next speech. And I'm sure that this will help our club to provide a unique quality of meetings, and our inner speech contest will be of a higher level than the All Ukrainian Speech Contest. You know that La Scala is the best opera theater in the world. It has singers who have beautiful and strong voices and excellent technique. These singers are of about the same level, and this level is the highest. I want our club to become a public speaking La Scala. And I'm sure that if we work together and if we want it, this goal is achievable. Madam Toastmaster.